Hey guys, what's going on? This Talk Forest TV here. We are back with the Red and White Show. It's it. We have got Luke to my left. Oh, I'm probably backwards.
Hello.
Or as Patrick calls him, part-time Luke. And we are back for another episode. Obviously, the fixtures has came out. So we have got Luke on to react to the fixtures. So what do you think to the fixtures?
Well, my initial reaction was a bit flat. I mean, we're playing both away on the first and last day of the season. I mean, that's a bit crap. I mean, I look at the key ones for me in this list. You've obviously got potentially Derby in the first month, depending whether they decide they're in the Championship or League One. You've got Blackpool in October at home, which would be nice. You've got Hull around Christmas. That's with bloody Baltic. Again at home. And then, I mean, apart from those kind of fixtures, I mean, obviously you've got Sheffield United in November. They always seem to be in November. But, I mean, I don't particularly see many others as being potentially that exciting.
At least Blackpool is a weekend game away.
At the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
Obviously, we do have a few weekend games. I mean, I'll just run through the... For anybody that can't read, I'll go through the week games. So we've got the first one on the 18th against Blackburn Rovers. That's been nice for us all at home. Nice, easy way to ease us in. Bournemouth at home and then Blackburn at home, just one after the other. Then we have Middlesbrough in September and Barnsley away at Oak Hill.
Your favourite?
It's a good job people can't see my face right now because...
I see it.
Then we have a Tuesday in October away at Bristol City because why not? Then a Tuesday in November away at Luton. That's the 23rd. That's at home though. We're away on the 29th of this. No, we're at home on the 29th of December. Sorry, I really can't get used to these circles.
We've got Sheffield United at home as well on Tuesday.
Yes, thank you for that, Dan. I totally missed that completely. Then you go to sort of February and you've got Blackburn away and Preston away, because Preston away always seems to fall kind of February, January time. Sheffield United, that's away on a Saturday. So the next one, Queen's Park Rangers away at home. I'm going to write mirror reading this today.
Yeah.
Friday, which I'm assuming is Good Friday, we're away at Luton. So Easter Monday, we're at home to West Brom. That's going to be exciting for us. But yeah, I mean, I'm not that excited about that set of fixtures, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I mean, potentially we've got Derby in August. Not saying that we won't. We might not even have Derby in August, but when they're August and January, we might be even playing Wickham. But it's a weird way of DFO actually dropping that like late last night about Derby.
I mean, I wish they'd just make a decision either way. It's either demote them to the league below and promote Wickham, or just start on a points deduction. I mean, do you really want Wickham to be in the fixture list in place of Derby? I mean, that just makes an already boring fixture list even more boring. No offense to any Wickham fans watching.
Yeah, I gotta say. But yeah, I mean, you got your second favourite team. I think it's October and March. in Barnsley, but one of them is obviously Tuesday and Saturday, so something to look forward to.
I look forward to the home fixture, Dan. We do quite well then. But going away to Oakhall, can we please avoid having about 3 trips there? Because I mean, I'm sure we had a trip to Oakwell in the league, then the cup, then there was something else we had to play them for as well. I mean, grr.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that we have got. We got Hull away, which I did actually ask for a promoted team first game of the season, and we seem to got a promoted team last game of the season, so I got one out of the other.
Yeah, I mean, Coventry away, I mean, yay. At the Rico, I mean, yay. But I just preferred to have Blackpool and Hull closer for the home games, and then kind of, I don't know, just get some of the boring ones out of the way.
I mean, on Boxing Day, we got Middlesbrough away, which to say that they are trying to get local games, Middlesbrough probably the furthest out. I might be one here, but Middlesbrough might be like the furthest away game we play, unless it's Bournemouth.
I mean, we are all kind of doing our usual here and talking about the games when I'm still not even sure exactly we're starting the season with Chris Hughton.
I was questioning Chris Sutton.
No, this is what I wanted to say last time. You know how we're trying to get those Barnsley guys in?
Mm.
Those Barnsley guys do a lot of transfers for Barnsley. As in, they work as a head coach. They don't work as manager. As in, the people they employ to manage the players are managers, they're head coaches. And the people above make the transfers and go, here's a player from the MLS, now use him. I can't see that working with Chris Hughton. So if you're planning on going down the Barnsley route, could we potentially see a smoother process of the Martin O'Neill of a couple of seasons ago, where we get rid of the manager at the start of pre-season, hire a new guy, which nobody knows, everybody starts moaning about because it's an unknown that we've never heard of, and actually it comes good because they work with the players they've got, and also add to it with players that have been scouted from above. And, you know, I don't want Hughton to go because I still think it could work. But I just don't see Hughton accepting the here's a load of players, work with them mentality.
Yeah. Well, I'm loving this revelation coming out, Luke. But yeah, I do see where you are coming from, especially if we do winning these guys and they go and say, look, we need a new manager, we want to work this way.
There's 2 points that kind of contradict each other that I'm about to say here, right? Next Wednesday, the contracts for players that are potentially out of contract stop. So we don't have to keep paying Ribeiro. We don't have to keep playing Sambasau. We don't have to keep paying Amiobi because they're then done. Also, I think it's a bit concerning that you're looking at teams like Huddersfield, who have gone in and signed XYZ player in the dictionary, and then we're sat here like, we're still waiting. And it's like, are we waiting because they're planning something dramatic, or are we waiting because we're being totally slow?
I did do a show last night. I mean, it's on YouTube channel anyway, but it talks about are we ready to pounce on the players, or are we, as Chris Luton got his targets and we are waiting for the 2 new guys to come in before we actually do the transfer business that we are planning today.
Yeah, I think the problem we have is we didn't get Ruffles from Oxford, which I think was one that I think Forest would have been looking at. I just hope we're not going down the Clucas route. I made my feelings pretty clear on Sam Clucas 2 red and white years ago.
He did.
I want us to go out and I want us to look at players we can sign that if they have a good season, their price goes up. It doesn't stay where it is. I mean, we still got Arta, Graben, and Basharu. I mean,
Go back.
You had to do that, didn't you?
I'd drop it in.
Him. I mean, you reminded me about Barnsley. You reminded me about Colback. I mean, Dan, is there anything else?
Not as I can think of at the minute.
Yeah, our squad is just still so overaged that we need to get players in that we're going to play, but at the same time, the teams around us and the teams in the league are going to be making a hell of a lot of transfers over the next month and a bit. I think it'll be like lighting a touch paper and then transfer to transfer will just happen. It's already gone like it in the bottom 2 leagues. I mean, you just have to look. Stevenage and Carlisle have signed one nearly every day so far. Well, that's a bit extreme, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can see us doing something dramatic. It's Forest. Anything is possible. And to totally rule out the departure of Chris Hughton this summer is probably naive as a Forest fan. Because, let's face it, we're the master at either changing managers during the summer or changing managers 4 games into the season. So, I mean, put our fixtures up again. What are our first 4 games? Coventry, Birmingham, Blackburn, and Stoke. Well, by that Derby game, if it happens, I think we'll have a new manager.
Yeah, that's a big. I'm sticking your neck out for that, dude. Saying fourth game in before Derby get a new manager.
But I can also say that if Derby stay up, then I can see it changing both dugouts again for the Derby game, because if they lose their first 4 games, then they don't want to stick with Rooney all season. Rooney.
I mean, Derby can't really pay Rooney off anyway, so they've got to stick with him regardless.
Well, you never know, do you? They could find the magic money tree in the back of Pride Park that they could move funds around from somewhere. They could probably sell one of the goalposts to McDonald's or something.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, you can have different owners for stadiums and clubs. So, I mean, why not just sell a seat per, like, somebody's season ticket seat? You actually own that seat now. I mean, come on. I mean, it's radical ideas. It's totally stupid, but it's totally Derby.
Yeah. I just seen something on Twitter, and I'm gonna bang you up onto it's this that just cracked me up completely about the sheet. I'm gonna ban it up on here. What Derby are looking for a financial manager. That's how bad it is. That sheet.
Wouldn't it have been an idea to, at the start of last season, have a finance manager? So then you weren't in this mess in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is just coming off the ban. I didn't plan to talk, and yeah, it's quite funny that.
Hold on. Derby County Football Club are seeking a proactive, motivated, and experienced finance manager. You are aware that whoever takes this job is going into Derby. You're in a mess. You could be the most proactive, motivated, and experienced finance manager in the world. And I think even they would struggle to stay proactive, motivated. And the keys are experience part, obviously. But proactive and motivated at Derby, I mean, okay. You can say so.
Yeah. I mean, talking about Derby, as we are talking about them upgrade, that just announced a statement on their website as we are talking.
The first statement of the seat of about 40 million this season. I love it already. I'll keep tally.
But yeah, Derby are talking about their financial finishing that they're disappointed.
Well, don't be disappointed. You're the ones that landed yourself in this position in the first place.
Yeah.
You're the one that decided to go out and sign half the Premier League under Steve McLaren and then fail at getting promoted and breach FFP. And to avoid doing the FFP, you sell your ground to make it look like you've made more of a profit than you did. I mean, it's all on you, Derby. Don't be disappointed about it. You landed yourself in this position in the first place. It's like if suddenly Marinakis decided, oh yeah, we're going to go and sign Mbappe, Haaland, and half of the kind of best players in the world, and we don't have the money to pay for it. So what we'll do is we'll go and auction off the River Trent and say, yeah, there's money in. That's how we paid for it. It's not right, but we've done it anyway. It's not right. So don't say you're disappointed about it. You knew it was going to happen because you were being sneaky, trying to avoid it.
There you go. That was my third thing. Barnsley, Cobat, and Derby. But yeah, that just the financial thing just came out literally enough. So I thought I'd drop on to just for a bit of banter, as per usual. But yeah, it's sounds like there's a lot going off. Transfer wise, didn't know to really talk about because obviously there's nothing going on from the Reds, which is quite.
I think it's been deafeningly quiet in the sense that I expect something big. I mean, it's either going to be a total change altogether, where you see new CEOs, new manager, new players, the lot, and we start again. I mean,
yeah, it
can't be this quiet over a summer, and then go, yeah. Chris Hughton's the man, and we're just going to appoint these two lads above, and it's going to work.
I mean, it was 3 years ago today, or 2 years ago today, that Martin O'Neill started this last week as Forest manager before he got sacked, and Sabri came in. Funny enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I expect this summer to be mental. We have holes in the squad everywhere. And I just don't see us going down the League One, League Two route for every player. And I'm a bit like this on Forest at the minute as to what we're actually doing.
Yeah.
But hey, Coventry, we're coming for you.
Untry.
Coventry.
Oh, Coventry. Sound like said Untry.
Yes, Dan. I invented a team, Huntry. Yes, we're going to play them too. Why not? Let's just play everyone.
Yeah. Do we play Spawns though?
Dan.
Uh,
on commission from Barnsley Football Club.
yeah. Are we representing them?
Well, technically they do play in red and white, so it would fit. Anyway.
Anyway. But yeah, thank you for coming on, Luke.
Not a problem.
Thank you guys for watching as per usual. If you're also watching at this point of time, and actually, thank you for watching.